additional power outages. Wind chill temperatures now are very cold. So we're talking about the wind chill right now in Worcester is below zero. And in Boston, the wind chill right now is just barely above zero. So now we have the real bitter cold settling in the latter stages of the storm. The bitter cold, the wind, the snow, the additional snow, the drifts, and of course the part that Mike has been talking about, which is so important, the risk of additional coastal flooding tomorrow morning.
And we've been in the heart of this right here in Needham, where it's gone from 33 to 18 degrees in just a relatively short period of time, and the wind chills obviously dropping to the zero range itself.
Astonishing when you think about the duration of this storm, Harvey. Even though you prepared us for it, it's still the fact that we're only about midway through it right now is really mind-boggling.
Well, it is, and and it's kind of sobering, and it may be true that that band that came through that produced 3 to 5 inches in an hour may turn out to be the single heaviest band of the storm, but I mean, even if you're still getting 1 to 2 inches an hour at times overnight, on top of an average of 15 inches of snow, I mean, you don't really have to be a mathematician to realize it's a lot of snow, and probably will be at least a top 5 storm, most likely in Boston. You have to, with all the wind, it's hard to measure. You can't rely on the measurements that are taken actually at Logan Airport being precise. But in reality, if it doesn't happen, you'll see by neighboring towns it probably affected.
Off the top of your head, Harvey, you remember the number in Worcester, the wind chill factor, the temperature in Worcester right now?
Yeah, I think temperature is like 16, and with the wind chill's like 3 below. Oh, wait a minute, I think I can go backwards on this.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
See, we couldn't. Now, we couldn't do that on our older system, and on top of that, I probably never would have thought of it. But no, actually, we couldn't. So, yeah, I mean, it's obviously, all jokes aside, just trying to give a little levity to a tough situation for many folks. But there you see the temperature. It's not quite as windy in Worcester, but then again, it's colder, so it feels just as cold.
There's a method to my madness, because at wind chill of -3, that's where Jorge Quiroga is right now. And so, Jorge, your wind chill is -3. I don't know if that's good news or bad news.
Well, let's say if you're standing here for a while, it's really feeling pretty cold. The wind is also now hitting pushing the snow, blowing the snow into the face here, and it's really starting to sting. Now, look at this drift here in front of us. This is what the plows have pushed to the side of the street here. The streets, you can look at the pretty good job that they've done. Pretty down to the pavement almost. It's amazing. I think if anything to be said about this storm is the fact that folks really complied with that driving ban. It really has allowed, I think, the crews here and in other places to clear the area as best as they can. Now, the big challenge, now we're in the flats of Worcester. Anybody who knows Worcester, this is a city with a lot of hills. Those hills are really steep. Those neighborhoods, that will be the challenge for the DPW crews to hit the streets along those hills. We drove just at the very early start of the storm and up and down the streets. There were treacherous vents. I can only imagine right now they've got to be wicked bad, as they say. Here come the more plows. They're coming at me. You're going to be careful. I'm going to plow away. But I do want to give Ralph, our friend here in the front end loader, a little shout out. The folks from the Parks Department have been clearing this area because he was very kind and he made sure to dig us out. Our truck is just here behind. I don't know if you can see it. Our trucks are over here. He made a path for us to be able to get out, because otherwise we've been buried in by the plows. We would have been spending the night right here in the trucks. And I think I'd rather be someplace warm right now. But the message from City Hall and the city manager is that so far, despite all of this, they're doing pretty well. But it's important to remember, and this was a game, this is only halftime. As Harvey mentioned, a long way to go, a lot more snow to deal with in the morning. The wind is cold, the wind is whipping, and it's still very cold. So hopefully, I think people who've survived so far should do well. Again, very few power outages, only one in the city proper, under 100 in the Worcester area. That's all for now. Jorge Quiroga, News Center 5.
Let's hope it stays that way in the Worcester area. You're doing a great job plowing those roads.
Oh, immaculate. And the time that Jorge was on the air, how many trucks did you see go by?
Well, they went a little close to him, so Jorge's going to go get into a safe area right now and warm up some, too.
But Blizzard 2013 just has a grip of New England right now. Snow totals are impressive. Wind gusts are impressive. The strength, the longevity of the storm, impressive. Stay with us.
This is a factory